Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. We're going to talk about Paramount selling everything that isn't nailed down. Everything's got to go. They actually shut down the MTV News website. They're shutting down some other websites now. Everything's going dark. And the leadership at Paramount is saying that if it ain't nailed down, it's potentially up for sale. So I think that that conversation with Skydance, that fell through. We're gonna talk about this. It's not looking good for Paramount. Everything must go. Who knows? Maybe they can salvage some of their IP. Maybe they can salvage Star Trek. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's not looking good. This is the new reality. We're gonna talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. If only Halo did better. If only Kurtzman era Star Trek did better, we wouldn't be in this position. Is that G.I. Joe and Transformers movie? Is that still going to happen? I think that's a terrible idea. The Beast Wars movie, it wasn't that good. It was okay. I think it was better than the last couple of Bayformers movies, but I don't want to see a G.I. Joe Transformers mashup in that universe. If you go back to the 80s, we'll talk. But let's take a look at this. This is coming from The Wrap. Paramount CEOs say bankers have been hired to sell assets, talk job cuts in town hall. They also addressed the ongoing mergers and acquisition speculation, warning they cannot say that the noise will disappear. No, it's not going to. We know what a difficult and disruptive period it has been, said co-CEO Brian Robbins. While we cannot say that the noise will disappear, we are here today to lay out a go-forward plan that can set us up for success no matter what path the company chooses to go down. They got some support from Redstone, but they're gonna team up with other streamers. They're gonna divest themselves of assets, and they're gonna cut $500 million in cost cuts, which means a lot of people are gonna get fired. Right? That's usually what cost cuts mean. Earlier this month, controlling shareholder Sherry Redstone revealed she would scrap a potential merger deal with Skydance after months of discussions. A two-step plan would have seen Ellison acquire Redstone's National Amusement, which controls 77% of Paramount's Class A voting stock, before merging his studio, that would be Skydance, with the media conglomerate to create a combined company, which everybody thought was going to happen. Apparently, this isn't going to happen. An individual familiar with the matter previously told The Wrap that while both sides agreed to the economic terms of the deal, there were outstanding issues they did not agree on, most notably giving all shareholders a consent to vote on the sale, because some people might say no. In addition to Skydance, Sony and Apollo have submitted a joint $26 billion all-cash offer. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's it's like a third of what Disney paid for Fox, but still, it's a lot of money in this economy right now. It's a lot of money. Allen Media Group founder Byron Allen also placed a $30 million bid, including debt, although he's not in very good shape right now either, right? It's unclear how it would be financed. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav met with former Paramount CEO Bob Bakish about a potential merger. Those talks were later halted because Warner Brothers has all kinds of problems too, right? Nobody wants Paramount. NAI has received two separate expressions of interest from Baby Geniuses producer Stephen Paul. The town hall was initially scheduled for June 5th, but was postponed due to ongoing speculation. Management said work is already underway to transform the cost base of the company in areas such as legal and corporate marketing. Marketing is always the first one to go. Though they declined to offer a specific timeline. To accelerate streaming profitability, the executives previously said they would take an alternative approach to the company's international strategy to boost profits and increase content licensing. Will they shut Paramount Plus down? I have to wonder, because I don't think it has a whole lot of subs. Halo didn't save it, guys. Star Trek didn't save it. We are advancing talks with potential partners that will significantly transform the scale and economics of the service, making it profitable and driving long-term value. This is all gobbledygook. This is like we're buying time. We don't know what the hell to do, so we're just going to tell people what we think they want to hear in corporate speak to buy time. I think they honestly thought they were going to merge with Skydance. Everybody thought they were going to merge with Skydance. For individuals familiar with the matter, they told The Wrap that possible assets could be put up for sale, including Pluto, Bet, VH1, and the Paramount lot, which would be leased back for the studio's use. We've already hired bankers to assist us in this process, and we'll use the proceeds to help pay down debt and strengthen our balance sheet. Last week, Paramount's stock price hit a 52-week low. Damn. 61% decline in profits. It says 61% decline in profits is simply unacceptable. I thought I thought Master Chief's ass was going to save them. I thought Star Trek with a lot of women crying was going to save them, and it did not happen that way. So they shut the MTV News site down, which I think is kind of a travesty. I grew up watching MTV News. I grew up watching Kurt Loder and Kennedy, and it's so weird. Like so many of the talking heads on MTV wound up becoming conservative, or they were conservative the whole time, and I had no idea. Kurt Loder, I had no idea Kurt Loder was a libertarian. I had no idea. But he is. He's a very outspoken libertarian, but they're shutting MTV News down. Like, I don't even know what the hell MTV News is at this point. Do they even have MTV News? Do they even have MTV? Let's just go back to having MTV. If we can put cartoons on TV again with the MeTV tunes, if we can do that, we can put MTV back on the air and just play music videos, even if they're old music videos. MTV News website goes dark, archives pulled offline. They've also removed content from Country Music Television site. Why are they pulling decades worth of content? They're pulling it down. It's no longer available after MTV appears to have fully pulled down the site and its related content. MTV News was shuttered in 2023. So to take the write down, do they have to get rid of it completely? That's what I'm kind of wondering, because people are like, why did you destroy the Batgirl movie, Warner Brothers? Why did why are we never going to see Coyote versus Acme? And maybe to take that write-off, you have to say, well, we don't have anything. It's unusable. I don't know how that works. I've never had to do that. I have no idea. In 2023, MTV News was shuttered amid the financial woes of Paramount. As of Monday, trying to access MTV News articles on MTV News or MTV.com news resulted in visitors being directed to the main MTV website. The now unavailable content includes decades of music journalism comprising thousands of articles and interviews dating back to 1996. That's a damn shame. That really is a damn shame. They still had music in 1996. I remember I was there. I was there in 1996, and I was actually watching MTV. It was starting to transition into being the reality TV network. Fun fact, I was almost on The Real World. I think I told people a story before. I was in the running for San Francisco, but I was too young, and but I made it to like the last 25 people. And then they found out how old I was because I lied about my age, and they were like, "Yeah, you can't be on the show, kid. Get out of here." But yeah, it's true. This is the true story of how Kneon almost wound up on The Real World. But I avoided having Puck as a roommate. So I did dodge that bullet. Anyway, perhaps the most significant loss is MTV News' vast hip-hop related archives, particularly the Mixtape Monday column, which ran for a decade in the 2000s and 2010s and featured interviews, reviews, and more with many artists, producers, and others early in their careers. Yeah, it's a damn shame to just take it down. I mean, I'm serious. It's a shame to take that down. Former MTV News staffers post on social media about the website shutdown. So MTV News no longer exists. 8 years of my life are gone without a trace, says Patrick Hoskin, former music editor. All because it didn't fit some executives' bottom lines. Infuriating is too small of a word. Sickening, derogatory to see the entire MTV News archive wiped from the internet, says Crystal Bell, who's now at Mashable. This is disgraceful. They've completely wiped the MTV News archive. Longtime Rolling Stone senior writer Brian Hyatt comment. Well, Rolling Stone is due for a purge too, because they got bought by some other company, and it's just wearing a skin suit of what Rolling Stone used to be. Now it's all political commentary and very little news about music. Reps for MTV did not respond. They're probably not there anymore. They said, yeah, you can't use Wayback Machine to access them either. So it's not looking good, guys. But they're talking they're going to sell everything that's not nailed down. I have to wonder how long until they just shut down Paramount Plus It doesn't make a lot of sense because nothing that they're producing is actually bringing any meaningful revenue to the company, right? They're blowing all kinds of money on Halo, blowing all kinds of money on shitty Star Trek. Nobody's watching it. Although I did hear Knuckles was good. Is Knuckles good? I haven't had time to watch Knuckles yet. Maybe I need to watch Knuckles before they purge it completely. And again, I think all these studios, they'd be better off just making content for Netflix or Hulu or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you have to go start your own streaming service? This is what destroyed Hollywood. Chasing streaming is what destroyed Hollywood. None of you were happy just producing content, good content. You had to create a whole platform and split the audience 30 different ways. And now here we are. We're right back to where we started from, except you have a lot less money. Going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.